The DC Fandome extravaganza came and went over the weekend, and it has left a slew of excited fans, quote unquote, lots of virtue signaling and pandering, and a series of projects that, in all honesty, look all flashy and shiny, sure, but which are lame and in some cases quite cringe-inducing. Still, that doesn't stop the usual hypocrites over on YouTube, Twitter and other platforms from voicing their excitement over some or all of these projects. Amongst the ones I find fault with are the Flash movie, the Batman film, the Caped Crusader animated show Black Adam, and the drop of Superman's moto, which I also discussed at length in a previous video. I want to draw attention to those who have claimed in the past how they fight against intersectionality. They reject if they aren't respected. They fight for a stop to the pandering, the race and the gender swapping, the ginger erasure, and many other woke staples from the SJW mentality that has swarmed Hollywood and all of the entertainment for that matter. But don't hesitate in clapping and cheering for a bit of footage of a rather skinny Batman getting hit by dozens of bullets at close range without even getting dropped by the force and speed at which a bullet ejects the gun because he has a freaking armor. They all needed only a bit of exciting action scenes to forget that they stood for something. They were against a certain mindset that keeps on being furthered, and let it stand because they, as a means of justification, have lowered their expectations for Hollywood. Give me a break. Come on. You used to stand up for something, people. Either you're in the fight or you aren't. Sure enough, everyone is entitled to liking whatever they want, and that is what this channel is also about, and they can also change their mind over something, but when they come up with such bullshit as they lower their expectations in Hollywood and admit feeling excited over the Rock playing Black Adam because the motherfucker lifted a thug and drained his life away, well, I just can't take them seriously, and I can't believe what they are saying, and that they are fighting the good fight for the fans and by the fans, and that they are all done with the race swapping because, if anything, these particular projects have a lot of that. And the DC Fandome event wasn't even all that great or stunning, to be honest. It felt more of a rather lame and a not very exciting show. At least to me, it was just something boring. The reason is that the projects presented don't really show anything new. They don't show anything relevant. It's the same three projects that have been in development hell for some time, but with some quote-unquote progress along the production line. The Flash has been in production since 2016, I believe, and can still find the end of its filming. Yeah. Well, good luck with that. The Batman has also been merged with a lot of problems since the casting of Robert Pattinson and many other things, and of course the coof that is out there. But anyways, it's still the same thing, development hell. And that's the thing with this DC Fandome. We have nothing really new, and they are still trying to sell the same crap but tied with more golden ribbons to make us the fans fall all for it. They promise you that you will see your favorite heroes, that those beloved iterations will hit the screen, and that you will be excited and that you will feel thrilled with these new and exciting adventures. But what they show, for example, for The Flash, didn't really feel that outstanding, and the important thing wasn't even that The Flash was there. Sure, the thing is still in production, but what got fans ecstatic was that Michael Keaton had a voiceover, the Batcape, the presence of a familiar Batman cowl that we seem to associate with the 1989 film, and the Batmobile from that same film. The Latin Supergirl was not the talk of the moment. Neither was the appearance of two Ezra Millers. I mean, one is more than enough to drive even the Dalai Lama crazy. Who would want another one? Come on. Then we have the Batman trailer. Predictable, underwhelming, filled with lots of action scenes to entice fans and distract from the fact that this Batman is too scrawny. The Bruce Wayne counterpart looks grungy with that emo hair all over the face, and the usual race swapping, of course, because Hollywood is all about giving minorities hand-me-downs in the name of diversity and inclusion, make no mistake. Just pathetic. But what is more pathetic is looking at all those YouTube creators ripping their panties apart because the trailer is lit and looks wicked awesome. All those fans that say that they are tired of things like the changing of truth, justice and the American way for truth, justice and a better tomorrow, only for them to clap because the Batman looks awesome with those bullets hitting the armor and not even causing any damage on the character. Come on! Suddenly you forget your principles because you can't even recognize Colin Farrell with all that penguin makeup? I'm sorry, but it's not my cup of tea to betray what I believe in or what I stood for. What I actually continue standing for. This channel has always been about not taking crap from the woke tarts, and make no mistake, Matt Reeves is a J.J. Abrams disciple. So, of course there's going to be woke oozing from whatever he touches. Black Adam is another example of all the woke that is there. Remember that they committed ginger erasure yet again by re-swapping another ginger with a black woman because gingers are apparently the devil and they deserve zero representation. If we need demons to be represented on screen, we can always resort to Demi Lovato, right? Pathetic once again. And speaking of Abrams, the Caped Crusader animation. It's just a retooling of the more popular, long-standing, always perfect Batman the Animated Series from the 1990s. Even when this new reworking of the series has Bruce Timm on board, just like the original one, it won't be saved from becoming woke hot garbage. With Timm himself admitting the show will have more diversity, more representation, and more of the woke shite nobody wants to see anymore, and that happening inside this DC Fandome event, I don't really think that we can expect for this new Batman reworking of an original series to be any good at all. You don't believe me? Then why did Marvel suddenly decide to change She-Hulk to her sexier depiction? Why, if woke sells so well, is Why the Last Man, a successful comic book series that took 19 years to be put on screen, mind you, getting cancelled after only one miserable season. I don't suppose it has to do with it being so brilliant, right? So the woke is not selling. Why are you sticking to it, DC? I think that you are rather late for the party in that matter. Anyway, garbage is what we are getting from DC, and this DC fandom proves that once more there is only garbage to be looking forward to getting. What's disappointing, as I have said, is seeing all those YouTube fighters and anti-SJW warriors and all those so-called fans defending some of this shite, stating how excited they are for this pathetic project and how it's important to give Pattinson the benefit of the doubt when it comes to interpret Batman. I don't really want to tell anyone what to do with their lives and what to like and what not to like, but to me that reeks of hypocrisy when they have been running their mouths all the time on Twitter and on YouTube that they are tired of the woke. Anyways, these movies will be popular for sure, will make a ton of money, but that doesn't mean they're any good. Like Disney, Warner is feeling a bit bankrupt in the creativity department, and I don't really expect them to be improving anytime soon. Of course, that is only my opinion, so let me know yours down below in the comments, and also let me know whether you are excited for these projects or just have had enough of the woke. Until next time, dear viewers, peace out.